Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more FIFA 20 Career Mode here today on the channel. We're back on our ultimate difficulty RB Leipzig modded career series. This is season 1 episode 3. In today's episode we have two matches, the first of which is against Wolfsburg, and then we face Borussia Dortmund. So if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the career series thus far and players you would like me to sign. Unfortunately, our main goalkeeper is out with an injury and we're going to have to bring in our second choice, which is a shame, especially against these two matches will decide our season. We've beaten Bayern already in the league. We've drawn against Schalke. We've beaten Bayer Leverkusen. We face Wolfsburg and Dortmund here today, which will really shape up the top four. Timo Werner has been my player of the career series thus far. The best German striker, in my opinion. He is so good. I can't recommend him as a player enough in career mode, along with Let's Playing and playing as RB Leipzig. Let's get stuck into Wolfsburg and seeing who they're playing with and operating with. So, they have Arnold, Saar, Weghorst up front. A pretty solid Wolfsburg team. Not really too many world-class outliners there. Klosterman. Poulsen. Oh, somehow receives the ball. Gets closed out incredibly quick in danger, but saves the ball. It's Werner now who goes for goal. Just before the 6th. Forsberg wins the header. We are the top scoring side in the Bundesliga with 7 matches played and 20 goals scored. Even though we're in second. The title race is on between myself, Bayern and Dortmund. I've already beaten Bayern, I've taken that scalp. If we can take Dortmund's, we'll be well on our way to winning the Bundesliga. Still want to try and win the Pokal and the Europa League, but it's Werner! A really nice 1-2 pass, oozing with confidence, but got rushed into a shot and blasted it. Weghorst up the other end, just for the 20th, trying to make it 1-0 with our replacement substitutional goalkeeper. We've had not too much of an injury crisis compared to like my Bayern save. It's more annoying than anything else. Speaking of annoying, Wolfsburg go 1-0 up here with a really sloppy goal. My first choice goalkeeper would have saved that. A good goal there by Robert Knock. We're just missing, we just haven't had a really good run of my first team in and out. Poulsen there, trying to get on the end of the through ball. Sabitzer back to Poulsen, has another attempt, but it's offside. Like, we have our goalkeeper one week, then we don't have our key defender the next. It's not like we've got 3-4 injuries stringing along together, but it's still an annoyance, nevertheless. 1-0 down here. Without our main goalkeeper, is it not surprising? Potentially. Keita, Poulsen, looking for Timo. Witzer, it's actually Sabitzer actually, who pushes and converts just before the 43rd. The captain showing his leadership qualities, pushing forward there. It's Sabitzer, the central midfielder of the two-man pivot with Keita, who's more attackingly minded to make it 1-1 there and to bring us back into this game with the 1-goal deficit. 1-1. He scored the equaliser in the 73rd. Wolfsburg pushing forward has gained a lot of confidence in this first half as they sit in 5th or 6th in the Bundesliga. But Timo Werner has had a crazy interception here. There's so many Red Bull players, and it's Poulsen to score a sweaty goal just before the 51st. It's Yusuf Poulsen to put his name on the score sheet. Snatch and grab in the second half now. An outstanding strike. What a strike, a stick of dynamite in the open goal just before the 51st, scoring his 4th goal of the Bundesliga. The two-man partnership, the big man and the small man up top, works so well. You can either rotate it with Schick if you want as well, if you want a younger player. But Timo, rapid, high-octane, attacking, passing and finessing acumen. He nearly fell over his own feet there, but he still manages to get the top-notch, world-class finesse away. It's Timo Werner to score another Bundesliga goal, scoring his 10th of the Bundesliga. Poulsen, a little bit different, taller, stronger in acclimate, a lot more physical, a bit more of a target man, you could say, but he does still have those finessing qualities, sort of like a deep-lying forward, if you will. Wolfsburg on the break here, Kanate trying to recycle. Opacano has to go out and make the tackle. 3-1 at the moment. We're still managing to come back from goal deficits, which is what I really like in my career mode sides. If we concede, we're not down and out for the count. Wolfsburg trying to get in the tackle there. My team is exhausted in the second half of this match. Sabitzer, Chiesa turns his man and opens up so much space there for Dani Almo. Danny, come on Danny boy, please. He finds Poulsen, who scores comfortably. Dani Almo has had a controversial season this time around. He's picked up a lot of good assists, making that sort of third to fourth pass, which leads to the goal. But I wanted to be him a little bit more of a goal scorer, popping up with a goal here and there for this series. Poulsen, however, scores his brace, while Sabitzer and Timo Werner sit on one. 4-1 against Wolfsburg. We looked shaky, we looked inconsistent and shell-shocked without our first choice goalkeeper, but now we're back in this match. Arnold now allowing Wolfsburg to push forward on the left. Arnold with a really nice 1-2 pass, hits it low and hard, and it's Opacano there with amazing defensive intelligence and overall timing to read that ball. And now RB Leipzig are on the counter-attack. Timo over the top on the volley. Oh, if that went in, he would have been on a hat-trick. Oh no, he wouldn't. He's only got one. My bad. Poulsen's on a hat-trick. Timo scores from range there just before the 90 to put the final nail in the Wolfsburg coffin to make it 5-1. Timo Werner, a lot of players were standing off him about 35 yards out. Timo had to go for goal. Let's get the cinematic shot there. Timo Werner, the best German striker in world football in my opinion, hammers it into the top left to score his 11th goal of the Bundesliga. Come on. I really can't emphasize this enough. RB Leipzig is one of my favourite career mode sides, and I can't recommend you playing as them enough. They've got such a good squad. It's so fun and enjoyable, and I'm sure you can tell how much I'm enjoying it because the amount of goals I'm scoring is just nuts. Like numerically per episode per match, this must be one of the highest I have for FIFA 20. After 15 games played, we sit first with 43 points. Dortmund in second. Bayern in third, Hoffenheim in fourth, Wolfsburg in fifth, and we are facing Dortmund away here. Sancho is their top goal scorer with 15 and the league's, Coutinho with 14 in second, Timo Werner with 14 in third. This is the penultimate match of the season. If we can beat Dortmund here today, we can get a 6-goal cushion. Unfortunately, we've had some bad injuries. Schick is out with an injury, along with Yusuf Poulsen. Klosterman as well. We've got our goalkeeper back, but we've had to heavily rotate this squad. Timo Werner is going to be the sole champion up front. Ampadu is going to be coming on, the Welsh international. He's got a crazy amount of potential international player ability. Welsh international, Ampadu. I believe he's eligible through his parents and grandparents for an African country, potentially Nigeria. I can't remember off the top of my head that one. But for Wales, England, and Ireland, along with that said African country. 4 international teams he can play for. It's always quite crazy. If I was a world-class footballer, I would only be eligible for 2 international teams. Let me know in the comments what teams you're eligible for in the comments. I'm curious. Obviously, depending on where you're born, your parents are born and your grandparents are born, I'm only eligible to represent Australia and Austria in Europe through my grandfather. So let me know. Some of you might have 3 or 4 that you're eligible for. But let's get stuck into Dortmund. It's a snowy day in December. Berkey in goal, Hummels, Julian Brandt, Jose Callejon, the former Napoli man, Rafael Guerrero, Royce and Götze making up their starting 11. In the snow, will the Bulls prevail against the Bumblebees? Schalke in 10th, which is quite abysmal if I'm being honest. Frankfurt in 8th, Cologne in 10th. Schalke might not make top 10. Zagadou, Dan Axel Zagadou gives away a yellow card in a dangerous area. 32 yards out, RB Leipzig play it short. Trying to get the ball in. Closed down. It's RB Leipzig to get the shot blocked. Timo trying to get the crumbs and flick on. Royce, Konate, Sabitzer beating Callejon. Quite surprising that Dortmund went after him. But why is Emil Forsberg? Why has he got so much space? Oh, and he scored. Phew. I thought I pushed too far forward in the wet, slippery snow. It's so hard to play in the snow because you're skidding, your forward passing just goes so much more. You try to push and play it in front of you, and it slips away. But it slipped away from Berkey, the goalkeeper there, and someone looked like they broke their leg on the touchline there. What? It's 1-0 for RB Leipzig from Emil Forsberg. Get in. Julian Brandt find Jose Callejon, Spanish international, former Galactico and Napoli now finds himself in Germany. I don't know why my wings are finding so much space. Dani Olmo here, it's the post. Keita, oh, nearly scores the follow-up. But Dani Olmo there, once again, not getting on the score sheet. Keita had to go from range, nearly dislocating his leg. Gets the shot at Berkey, diving back in the cold snow. As much as you like the look of snow, when you're in it, you forget how just like wet and shit it is. And how annoying it is. Oh, the snow. Sancho finds Axel Witsel. Guerrero. Intricate passing, timed finesses are going to be who's going to win out here, because it's so back and forth when you play in the snow in Germany. Brandt, Götze with a fantastic attempted strike, dipping and curling away. Keita now in the second half. Keita beats 1, 2, 3, trying to find Timo Werner. He couldn't quite get the finesse angle there. The Julian Brandt now on the right. Forsberg gets beaten. Can't go out to beat it. We can't sacrifice Holstenberg to go up. The ball's freely coming in, but it wasn't incisive enough. Thankfully, we were opened up there like carving a cake. Rasenball Leipzig looking to press forward there. The ball goes in. It's Emil Forsberg to score a brace. It's just gone over the bar. Emil Forsberg is such a good player. He really can slip in and is available for so many top European sides. Swedish internationals, he plays a lot of international games. I recommend him for FIFA 20 and Football Manager. We're going to be bringing on Zakaria and Haidara, who we haven't played much this season. He's not the same Haidara that played for Newcastle. He's a different one, better one, arguably. Campbell now coming on as well. Timo Werner, and he seals it. 2-0 in the 74th minute there. Have we put it without a shadow of doubt? The Bundesliga, only time will tell. We're 6 points ahead here now. Dortmund were our main rivals towards the end. We've beaten Bayern, and now Timo scores his 15th goal of the Bundesliga. Come on, the Bulls. On Picano, Konate. Two-man partnership incredibly strong. I elected to go with him controversially over Orban. but it's coming up trumps. Timo Werner on the break here now to make it 3-0, and he nearly does, making Berkey stretch the whole way. Zakaria now on the counter-attack. We only needed 2 signings for this series because RB Leipzig have such a quality, well-rounded squad. We got squad depth coming out the ears. Keita, obviously giving that world-class consistency in the starting 11, that seasoned veteran look, and of course Zakaria with the high-octane energy off the bench. 2-0 was the final scoreline to decide. Dortmund facing RB Leipzig. We go 6 points clear in first of the Bundesliga. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're not enjoying the series, feel free to leave a dislike. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box these days. To get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click subscribe, of course, and the bell to join the notification squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys want to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, maybe some PSN and Xbox codes to buy packs for Ultimate Team, or maybe just some games, I really do recommend checking out my affiliation link, G2A. There's some really good prices, so even just going looking around, to be honest. Anyway, the Patreon and Steam group there as well. Come and join the community on Steam. My name has been Simpzy. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Mahrez whips it into the box. Royce! That is just ridiculous. With the layup, Marco Royce